In the world of the United States Navy, aircraft carriers are the crown jewels of the fleet. These massive vessels serve as floating airbases, housing fighter jets, helicopters, and an array of advanced military aircraft. The operations conducted on an aircraft carrier are complex and highly synchronized, with thousands of personnel involved in various tasks. But what happens when a U.S. Navy sailor falls off an aircraft carrier, plummeting into the vast, unforgiving sea below? We will explore the procedures, challenges, and potential outcomes of such a harrowing event. The environment of an aircraft carrier. To understand the gravity of the situation, one must first grasp the environment of an aircraft carrier. These colossal ships are often referred to as cities at sea, and for good reason. They are home to thousands of sailors, pilots, and support personnel, all working together to ensure the carrier's mission is executed flawlessly. Crowded decks and flight operations. Aircraft carriers are bustling with activity, especially on the flight deck. Fighter jets roar to life, helicopters take off and land, and personnel rush to their designated stations. The flight deck is a confined space where split-second decisions can mean the difference between success and disaster. The man overboard scenario. Despite the stringent safety protocols in place, accidents can happen. When a sailor falls off an aircraft carrier, it triggers an immediate response. Here's a breakdown of what occurs in such a dire situation. Man overboard alarm. The first step is sounding the man overboard alarm. This blaring siren is impossible to miss and alerts the entire ship that someone is in distress in the water. Swift action is crucial. The sailor's last known position is marked, and the carrier alters its course to create a search pattern. In the vastness of the open sea, finding a single individual can be akin to locating a needle in a haystack. Aircraft carriers are equipped with various means of rescue, including small boats, life rafts, and even helicopters. These assets are immediately deployed to the area where the sailor fell overboard. The search and rescue operation is intense and coordinated. The safety of the sailors is paramount, and every effort is made to locate and recover them as quickly as possible. The survival of a sailor who has fallen overboard depends greatly on the gear they are equipped with. U.S. Navy sailors are trained to use various survival equipment, including sailors wear PFDs, which help keep them afloat in the water. These life-saving devices are essential in preventing drowning. Signal devices. Sailors have access to signal devices such as whistles, lights, and signal mirrors to attract attention. Protective clothing. Specialized clothing like exposure suits can protect sailors from hypothermia in cold waters. The importance of training. Surviving a fall from an aircraft carrier isn't just about equipment, it's also about training. U.S. Navy personnel undergo rigorous survival training, including water survival training. Sailors are trained to remain calm in the water, conserve energy, and signal for help effectively. Helicopter rescue drills. Carrier-based helicopters are equipped for rescue operations, and sailors practice being hoisted from the water during drills. Man overboard drills. Regular man overboard drills ensure that the crew is well prepared to respond to emergencies swiftly. The outcome: success or tragedy, The outcome of a sailor falling off an aircraft carrier depends on several factors. The prompt response of the crew, the sailor's training, and their ability to use survival equipment all play a critical role. Success stories. There have been instances where sailors who fell overboard were successfully rescued. These stories highlight the effectiveness of the Navy's training and rescue procedures. Tragic scenarios. Unfortunately, not all cases have a happy ending. The vastness of the ocean and the challenges of locating a person in distress can lead to tragic outcomes. In the high-stakes world of the U.S. Navy, a sailor falling off an aircraft carrier is a nightmare scenario. However, through meticulous training, rapid response, and the use of advanced equipment, the Navy strives to minimize the chances of tragedy. The ocean remains an unforgiving environment, but the dedication and preparedness of Navy personnel are unwavering. What happens when a U.S. Navy sailor falls off an aircraft carrier is a race against time, nature, and the elements. Success in such a scenario depends on the Navy's readiness to tackle this life-threatening situation head-on. If you want to read more information about how to boost traffic on your website, just visit The Insider's Views. How many aircraft carriers are in the U.S. Navy? According to Naval Vessel Register, the United States operates a fleet of 11 aircraft carriers. These carriers are divided into two primary classes, the Nimitz class and the newer Ford-class carriers. The Nimitz-class carriers, which have been the backbone of the U.S. carrier fleet for decades, consist of 10 carriers.